Hey guys, so this is my review for Lady Bird. The movie's been out for a while now, so this is kind of a late review. But before I actually get into details about the plot and what this movie's about, I want to tell you guys what I thought this movie was going to be, because this is one of those movies like Whiplash that comes out every year that I literally have no clue about. I don't have any context what it's about. I never saw a trailer for it. So when I heard the name Lady Bird, I instantly thought this was a biopic on LBJ's wife, Lyndon B. Johnson, who was John F. Kennedy's vice president and then became president after he was assassinated. So I just thought, okay, we had Jackie last year starring Natalie Portman, now we need the Lady Bird story. But then I saw that Saoirse Ronan was in the movie as the lead character, and I thought, wait a minute, she's way too young to be playing Lady Bird Johnson. Okay, so if it's not going to be that, it's got to be some sort of period piece movie because it's getting all kinds of buzz. Like everyone's saying it's the best movie of the year. That's just how my mind works. People say it's like one of the best movies of the year, it's going to get Oscar attention. I immediately think of period piece. I don't know why. It's just a force of habit. But I was wrong again. And I'm so grateful that I was wrong twice, because the movie actually follows Saoirse Ronan, who plays Christine, aka Lady Bird. Lady Bird's the nickname that she gives herself. This movie pretty much follows her entire senior year of high school as she's dealing with boyfriends, family drama, trying to go to college, but most importantly, this on and off relationship between her and her mother. So essentially, this is a high school coming of age movie, and another damn good one. Last year we had a movie called The Edge of 17, which was one of my 10 favorite movies of last year, and I really loved it. Lady Bird is way better than that movie, because it just feels a little more sincere than Edge of 17 does, and everyone is on their A game. There is not one bad performance in this movie, but like The Edge of 17, it has a very down-to-earth and realistic feel to it. The relationship between all these characters feels very natural, and the people themselves feel very real. Saoirse Ronan obviously plays the lead character, and she is phenomenal here. Saoirse Ronan is always fantastic. She's a very, very talented and gorgeous up-and-coming actress, except for the host. But then again, once you star in a movie based off a Stephenie Meyer's book, nobody comes out looking good. But luckily, she came out unscathed. Like I said, she's phenomenal here, and this might be her best role. She's just so believable and very, very relatable. Like I said with The Edge of 17, no matter what gender you are, everyone's had these kinds of experiences in high school, and there are a lot of moments in this movie that are just so realistic, you'll cringe for the character. You just feel uncomfortable along with the character in certain situations that are happening. So this movie is directed and written by a woman named Greta Gerwig, who, as far as I know, is an actress who's been in a few smaller things or in smaller roles. This is her directorial debut, and man, did she do an impressive job. This movie is top-notch and really impressive in terms of her directorial debut, and the way she directs the film and the way it's written, it feels very much like a Richard Linklater film. I mean, there is one thing in this movie that's better than a lot of other Linklater coming-of-age films. As much as I love Dazed and Confused, Boyhood, and Everybody Wants Some, what this movie has that those movies don't is a central focus, something that is established at the beginning, progresses as the movie goes on, and has a resolution. And that is Lady Bird's relationship with her mother. It feels very natural, very realistic, and the resolution, while I won't spoil what happens, it's something that you would look at and go, yeah, that's probably a very realistic depiction on how this scenario would end. And what I find really fascinating is that this main focus, this is the main drive of the movie, is actually more in the background. And that's where the similarities with Linklater come in, is that it just follows this girl throughout her senior year as she deals with a multitude of things, especially with the growing decision of trying to get out of her hometown because she's kind of sick of it. She doesn't want to be stuck here. She wants to pretty much go off on an adventure when she heads off to college. Now, if I had any negatives about it, and this is not really going to detract from the movie, it's that because it's a coming-of-age film, and I said this with The Edge of 17 last year, there aren't too many surprises to be had because it does follow a few similar formulas, but with a few neat twists here and there. But like The Edge of 17, as long as it's done good, which it's done wonderfully here, it shouldn't matter if it feels very similar. So outside of that, I don't have much else to complain about. Lady Bird is really one of the best movies of the year. This has been a really phenomenal year for movies of all kinds, and we are in the last month, so I might have to make a top 20 list instead of a top 10 of best movies of the year. So my rating for Lady Bird, I have given so many of these ratings out this year that I feel like I should hold back, but fuck it. Get off your ass and go see it right now. If you have not seen this movie yet, please go see it, because I guarantee you this is going to get a lot of Oscar attention. And that's my review for Lady Bird. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave a comment down below and tell me what your thoughts are on the movie, if and when you've seen it. And as always, this is the real Mr. Robinson telling you, there's only one.